guys, Joe Wanted coming in. Welcome back to the channel. We have a practice round for the upcoming tournament here between the Hungry Wolves, which is Dan, Ulfer, and Armored Scarab, taking on the Ironborn, who is being commanded by, we have Tylus, who's commanded by Einarez. Battle Anthem is controlling Lusitani, and we have Boei being commanded by Dead Ronin. This is on the attackers version, so we're not really going to be able to see much, but this was part of my stream from last night, so it was a really good battle. It was a really good battle. Let's get over the army comps real fast. We have Dan over here commanding Seleucid. He's bringing with him 5 units of Hillmen up here on his front. He's also bringing with him 6 units of the Thorax Swordsman, spread out pretty far back here, probably to avoid any sort of artillery shots coming from the wall artillery. He's also bringing with him 2 units of Threo Spears over here on his left flank. He's bringing 4 units of the Syrian Heavy Archers. He's got 1 unit of Pikemen, 1 unit of the Royal Peltasts, and his general here is a Shield Bearer. Moving over to Ulfer here, who's commanding the Arversii. He is bringing with him 4 units of the Guerrilla Warriors up here on Tortoises, 1 on a tower. He's also bringing with him 7 units of Scutari, 3 units of Noble Fighters, 1 of those being his general, and he has 1 unit of Balearic Slingers. The final attacker over here, we have Armored Scarab, who is commanding Mesacely. He's got some units over here, some units here. So we will just go quickly over his army real fast. Quickly, real fast. Good job, Joe. He is bringing with him 6 units of Legionnaires, 3 units of Cohort, 2 units of Slingers, 2 units of Heavy Skirmishers, 4 units of Light Infantry. His general is a Noble Infantry Spear unit. Over on this side, just more of his Light Skirmishers there. A unit of Slave... Oh, he's got 2 units of Slave Infantry as well. My apologies. And 3 units of Legionnaires over here. Long battle. Definitely worth the watch of the entire thing. I'm not even going to try and convince you guys otherwise. It is absolutely worth watching the entire battle. It is really that good. Dan here right off the bat, one of his units of Syrian archers is getting damaged a little bit by the Bastion Onager there. Onager. Pretty sure it's Onager. He's quickly pushing up 3 units of his Hillmen to come up to these deployed Tortoises. So far, Ulfer is holding firm with the main part of his army, but he has his 3 Tortoises up on the wall, starting to see some of the defending forces. We have some Celtic warriors there for Tylus, some Lusitani swordswomen, some more Lusitani swordswomen, Celtic warriors, Levy Freeman, Celtic warriors. Armored is pressing up on this side as well, 2 Tortoises making their way up. Mainstay of his army is pretty much standing still, starting to move up some of his towers. His other 2 Tortoises here knocking down wall sections. This is a very good section of wall to knock down. It's going to be a corner, so he's going to be able to open up a 2 breach area. Arversi already has knocked down all of his walls, so pretty big breach coming through there, being able to make their way into the city. He's already got a unit of his guerrilla warriors off of the tower coming down into the streets. So we have full of defenders. We have some Celtic warriors, some more Lusitani swordswomen, Celtic warriors, swordswomen there as well. A lot more of Tylus' army starting to show up. Some Celtic slingers here, Thracian warriors, some more of his Celtic warriors, some tribal warriors here. Very solid units. Combat has already begun here. Swordswomen screaming and yelping their heads off. Such an annoying unit. Guerrilla warriors taking them on. Guerrilla warriors are just getting picked apart here. They're getting hammered by these Lusitani swordswomen, also getting some peel volleys coming from the Celtic warriors. Another unit of guerrilla warriors here, just posting up behind, probably going to get ready for a charge. Dan over here knocking down some more sections of his wall, the wall that he was attacking, I should say, with some more Tortoises, pressing in a couple of units of his Hillmen. Ulfer moving some more of his guerrilla warriors, actually all 4 of his units of guerrilla warriors inside the settlement, moving them on over to start pressing this avenue here. Let's get on over here, see how Ulfer is doing. Armored is doing. He has knocked down these 2 pieces of wall. He's got his ram coming up with a unit of the slave infantry. Going to bash in that gate, and 3 towers on this side with his legionnaires, as I previously stated. He did pull back the 2 units of the skirmishers, one of them down 12, the other one down 11, and he still has this other unit of slave infantry back there. Artillery fire now coming in. I believe this is the Lusitani artillery here being fired. Yeah, firing here, going to get some good shots. I think but he's just hitting Hillman. So Dan, listening to them talk last night in the Discord while they were doing this battle, he was not really concerned at all about them taking out the Lusitani wall artillery taking out Hillman. I mean, they're a pretty crappy unit. They're a first line unit, so nothing really too big of a loss. Coming in here, taking on a unit of Celtic warriors. As you can see, Hillmen are not doing very well, but Dan is going to try and column up the second unit of Hillmen. He's going to be able to make it through this gap here. Some of his guys are going to get caught in a little bit of the fighting, but the majority of the unit will make it past. So he's going to be able to file them into the backs of this unit of Celtic warriors. But again, another unit of Lusitani swordswomen making their way up. They're going to get a rear charge in onto the back of this Hillman unit. Let's see how Ulfer is faring on this side with his guerrilla warriors so far. Not doing too bad. Looks pretty even combat-wise between these 2 units. This unit of guerrilla warriors taking on another unit of Celtic warriors there. Armored taking a little bit of a time making his other units get up towards the walls here. This side he has knocked down this wall, sending in a unit now of his Numidian light infantry to back up some of the guerrilla warriors. Just want to get back over here real quick so we don't miss very much of the battle at all. Slave infantry still on this ram, still trying to knock down this gate. It is now at 96%, so this gate will... There it goes, that gate has now been opened. Desert Legionnaires now pulling off of the towers. You do see some of the sword followers here for Boii. Another unit way back over here, probably just waiting to catch the... If any of the units had come through, they would just be caught off guard with a flanking fire with some of the javelins. The unit of Celtic bowmen here with a wide open view would be able to get some fantastic volleys in here. Let's get back over here. We'll get into some of the fighting. I'll just kind of be quiet for a little bit and let you guys watch the fight. Celtic warriors at this point starting to pull back. They are getting a lot of javelins in the back as they're running away. Second unit of Celtic warriors here, 93 out of 160. This unit here is starting to waver. They have routed, but with 59 men left, it's 56 now left in the unit. They should come back. Dan having a pretty good go so far up over here. He's got a unit of his Hillmen here throwing some of their javelins in onto the flanks of this Celtic warrior unit. This Celtic warrior unit kind of pushed a little bit too far forward. Lusitani swordswomen pulling back immediately. So this Celtic warrior unit, unfortunately now, since the swordswomen pulled back, they're actually going to get a little bit of a javelin fire in on them as well. Going to charge back in though, but these 2 units not looking very good for the defenders. See a whole bunch of more units making their way up. Some more Lusitani swordswomen, another unit of Celtic warriors. Some more Celtic warriors here, all along this street. More tribal warriors, 2 units of tribal warriors there. Some more Celtic warriors. Unit of Celtic slingers here getting a good set of volley up onto this unit of Scutari who have been moved in here for the Aversi. So far they're taking not taking any losses, and they're firing into the backs over here. They're firing into the backs of this unit of guerrilla warriors, which I guess is a good unit. I guess it's, less men on the battlefield. Scutari have not taken a bit of damage here. They come charging down into the streets into this depleted unit of Celtic warriors now. So they should be able to easily break their way through there, but we do have a unit hiding here on this side street just waiting. Have all of their javelins just ready to fire into this unit of Scutari. Scutari taking some losses. And a side charge coming in. Actually, I think they're going to catch them in the back. Yeah, they catch them a little bit in the back. but yet another unit of Scutari coming charging down. They're going to get into the back of this tribal warrior unit. So very, very good usage there by Ulfer with his Scutari units. Back over here to Dan, see how he's faring. Taking on Battle Anthem with Lusitani, a little bit of the Tylus here from Inarez as well. Yeah, his helmet are not, helmet are just breaking. So we're going to start seeing Dan start moving in some of his heavier troops, some Thorax swordsmen making their way through the breach. Let's shoot back over here, see how well... Oh, that's right, at this point, yeah. So Boei had sent out a unit of Oathsworn here, and this was pretty unexpected. Unit of Oathsworn coming out, because they're just going to be able to trash these slave infantry. Desert Legionnaires there, not probably going to have a very good go. Midian light infantry trying to take on a unit of sword followers. Some of the, what is this? More of the Celtic bowmen on this side as well, getting some really good volleys into these legionnaires here, as well. So this legionnaire unit not faring very well, and also being in combat engaged with a unit of sword followers. But again, I think maybe some of those sword followers are actually taking some friendly fire from these Celtic bowmen. Shoot on back over here. Armored is now pressing in some of his Desert Legionnaires on this side. Desert Cohort actually making their way in. 3 units of Desert Cohort coming in. This unit of Levy Freeman probably not going to be alive much longer, as they're about to get hammered by a unit of Desert Cohort here. No, not really. No, there it is. There's the charge, and immediately they start wavering. So yeah, Levy Freeman are good holding from front, but not so good on the rear charges. Not a lot of units are very good at holding back or withstanding rear charges, especially from a unit like a Desert Legionnaire, Desert Cohort. We have a push coming up through this main street here. A lot of Desert Legionnaires, 3 units of Legionnaires, 1 unit of Numidian light infantry making their way up, following up behind the Scutari. First unit of Scutari had been broken, so we do have 2 units of tribal warriors taking on 1 lone unit of Scutari currently. Some more tribal warriors back here. Let's see if we can see. There was another unit of Celtic bowmen there for Boei, and this attack on this side has been halted up, completely stopped. Armored is moving his final unit of Desert Legionnaires back around to the mainstay of his army. Some Levy Freeman coming out. They are the routed ones. Guess he's going to just chase him down with his general. Not a bad idea. Definitely don't want to just let a rogue unit, even if it's just Levy Freeman with 41 guys in it, you definitely don't want to just let a unit run around in your backfield, especially where your ranged are. Speaking of range, we do have some of the tribal slingers here for Masacely coming up onto the walls. A lot of the tribal units starting to waver. We have a unit of Celtic slingers back here getting absolutely destroyed. The second unit of tribal warriors getting beaten up pretty good. Unfortunately, this unit of tribal warriors turned their back, so they're probably going to get some fire as well, maybe? Maybe? No? Okay, so they're just concentrating on the tribal warriors here. Just continuing to try and bulldoze their way through this front. Let's get over onto Dan's side again. Yeah, here comes some of the big boys. Thorax swordsmen should be able to crush right through these Celtic swords, or Celtic warriors, I should say, but Lusitani and Tylus just not willing to give up this tower at all, just continuously shuttling units up here. Some veteran shield warriors now making their way up, some more Lusitani swordswomen. Celtic warriors here going to pull off onto that side street. Swordswomen are going to come on charging in to try and help these Celtic warriors hold back the Thorax swordsman unit. Don't think it's going to go very well. Dan also does have his 4 units of Syrian archers all right here columned up, getting some good volleys off. I think he's actually shooting some of the Iberian slingers. Yeah, he's taking out a full unit of Iberian slingers up here on the wall. Let's take a look and see how many kills they actually have. 0 kills. 0 kills, and this unit has been absolutely destroyed. So very well done there by Dan, getting some very good shots with his archers there. Let's come through onto this main street. Still, yes, Armored and Ulfer still pushing up here on Tylus, again being commanded by Inarez. Some more tribal warriors making their way back over, meeting up with some Celtic warriors. The Syrian archers getting a good volley off, still now starting to take out some of their rear line or reinforcement troops on this road. So these veteran shield warriors taking some losses, already lost. Wow. Look at that. They were at 151, now down to 123. good volley there. Continuing to just hammer this unit now. Wow. Even more deaths, down to 89 now. Let's see how Armored is doing on this side here against... See, Battle Anthem is kind of spread out a lot, all over the place. We also do see, we see Tylus and Bowie. They're pretty much on this side. Tylus has a couple of units on over here. So Battle Anthem is definitely thinning his units out, trying to do the best that he can to try and help his teammates. Charge of Desert Cohort coming on down here, getting into some of the sword followers here for Bowie. Good placement for Bowie archers here, though. He's going to get some good volleys in onto that unit of Cohort, which Desert Cohort is not cheap. They are not a cheap unit, but right behind them, another unit of Scutari here coming in for Arversi. Oh no, he's going to turn. Actually, he's going to get them to come in, and ooh, good javelin fire into that unit of Lusitani swordswomen there. I think they ended up breaking through on this side. Let's get back over here onto Dan's side. Ooh, actually, we do see a unit of Scutari cavalry here. This is a very dangerous unit of cavalry. It's only medium melee, but they are dangerous. Let's take a look real quick at their stats. 42, melee attack, weapon 25, charge bonus 37, melee defense 44, armored 55. So for a medium cavalry unit, that is a pretty good hammer right there. More of the Thracian warriors now coming up. Actually, this unit's gotten pretty beaten up. We do have a bit of a flank charge coming up from that depleted unit of Thracian warriors, though, into some of these Scutari. The initial unit of the cohort that was here for Armored have been broken. A lot of archer fire coming in, slinger shots coming in as well. So the defenders are really using a lot of their ammo here, but they're getting some really fantastic kills. So they have broken some of Armored's... Armored has lost 2 of his units of cohort already. So they're taking out some really good units here for Masacely. Do still have a decent amount of reinforcements here. Look at this line of Scutari here just waiting to come through this breach here. Dan still has a decent amount of reinforcements as well. Still has 4 units of his Thorax swordsman. Unit of Royal Peltast, his pike still there. Both units of his Thoreo spears over here, because they were able to see the cavalry that were here. So Dan quickly moved his 2 units of Thoreo spears on over here in case there was any sort of a sally out coming from the gate, protecting his archers while they were making their way into the city. Still more fire coming from these Celtic bowmen. Let's take a look and see how many kills they have. 55 kills so far for them. This unit of Celtic slingers now actually getting some good shots on them from a unit of tribal slingers. Both of these units of tribal slingers firing down. I don't know. This slinger unit's starting to take some damage. Lost 12 men so far. They do have 28 kills to their own, though, so not too bad. We have some of the Numidian skirmishers down on the floor. Yes, both units of these slingers are firing. This unit is... maybe they're on top of each other? Looks like some of them are holding daggers. But yeah, we do have 1 unit of skirmishers, 1 unit of the slingers look like they're firing at this unit of sword followers. Second unit of slingers getting some really good shots. Now this unit down to 83 men left, starting to waver. Unfortunately, I think they end up routing, but they should come back with 79 men left in the unit. So they should still be able to make it back. We do have a lot more of the forces that we can see here. We do see the Bowie General unit of Osworn. Some more Celtic slingers, veteran shield warriors for Lusitani. More Celtic slingers, and the unit of Celtic warriors there. Up on this back wall, we have some Iberian slingers. Bowie with his artillery right here, which is actually a really great place to have his artillery placed, because he will be able to fire, if any attacking units come up this road, he'll have a clean, clear as day volley right into those guys there. So well done there to Bowie to choose that specific place there. Let's get back into more closer to the town center, which for this settlement, this right here is the town center. Right there. This is the town center. A lot of people think that this is the town center, which would kind of make more sense, but this is more centralized, localized to the middle of the battlefield, or siege, I should say. So this is the town center here. Notice we have some more Balearic slingers there, veteran shield warriors back here. We do have eyes on the Tylus General unit of Osworn, and another unit of tribal warriors back there. Let's get back up to the mainstay of the fight. Dan has his 3 units of Hillmen that came back, 4 units of Hillmen actually, kind of over here helping a unit of Scutari, taking on a unit of sword followers. Up over here we have some javelins being thrown 2 units here, 1 unit of the Tribal Warriors, unit of Sword Followers here, holding back a unit of Scutari. Slinger fire coming from this unit of Celtic Slingers here, getting some good shots in onto this unit of Desert Legionnaires who have just been charged into the back by a unit of Tribal Warriors there for Tylus. So again, fantastic move there. This unit had pulled back onto this side. Guess they saw that this was an opportunity to charge down the street, getting a good charge into the back of this unit of Desert Legionnaires. Legionnaires now being hit on both sides. One side with the Tribal Warriors, the other side with this unit of Celtic Slingers there. So they're getting some really good kills. I think this unit of Numidian Light Infantry is taking some kills as well. Starting to have a little bit of a big push, I think they're trying to make their way over here to try and give Armored a little bit easier of a path coming around this side of the buildings here. Some more units, another unit of Celtic Bowmen making their way up over here. Probably going to be able to get some good volleys into this, maybe get some good shots into the side of this unit of Desert Legionnaires. See if they even have any. Oh, they don't even have any ammo left, so this is just a unit of bodies standing here to try and hold. Another unit of Scutari coming to make their way up into this unit of Celtic Warriors there. Let's see where we have another unit of Sword Followers. Actually, Oathsworn pulling back. Tribal Warriors starting to pull back, so it looks like Boei and Tylus are starting to retreat from the walls a little bit. Bringing some of their units back to their next line of defense, which I believe this road we saw earlier, there was some units back here. We do have another unit of the Sword Followers here. But I think this road is pretty much open up until the corner wall there. Definitely still trying to have a big fight here in this centerpiece. So the defenders do not want to let this go, and they definitely seem like they don't want to let this go just yet until some more of their reinforcement troops are able to fall back and get into a better position. Oh, that guy ate it. Good headbutt there. Ooh. Oh, right to the gut. Good job there, Boei, dude. Well done there, Sword Follower. It looks like, yeah, Dan is still trying to press through with a little bit of armored Ulfer's help here with Scutari, trying to still press through this unit of Sword Followers. Dan is up over here now capturing this tower, which will definitely help them out, as this unit of Veteran Shield Warriors will start taking some damage. This tower does have a decent range on it. I think it can fire to roughly here on this corner. Do have a unit of Celtic Warriors that have returned from routing. Looks like they're going to charge their way back up the street here. Shaken, exhausted. See how many kills they have. 62 kills. And they're going to be charging back up to a unit of Thorax Swordsmen here. Thorax Swordsmen, only 24 men. But, oh, here comes some pikes. Dan moving up a unit of his pikes here now. Oh, what is that? Circle party. Wow, that was a pretty weird way to form up there, pikemen. So the attackers have now broken through on this street, so they will be able to shuttle some troops around to give some hand. Actually, no. I'm sorry, they broke through here completely. Armored actually was able to make his way through with a little bit of help here from the Scutari there for Arversi. Armored moving a unit of his Desert Legionnaires on over here to start capturing this tower. Do see the Scutari Cav again, which I was saying, you know, I was commentating on this battle last night, so basically it was like a live replay last night. I'm just doing a recorded version of it now. This Scutari unit of cavalry was not hidden very much at all. Pretty much the entire battle. So I was sitting on my end, just saying it through the stream. Scutari Cav is here, Scutari Cav was over there. So they never had the hidden symbol on them. So the attackers knew where they were the majority of the battle. Where'd those pikes go? Did he pull the pikes back? No, pikes are still up there. He has pulled their pikes back in though, so maybe the defenders would only think that it was just a regular spear unit. Unit of Thorax Swordsmen starting to make their way up this road here. Let's see if we can see what sort of a defending units we have over here. So far we just see this really depleted unit of Shield Warriors who are taking damage from this arrow tower. So here we go. This is beginning of phase 2 of this battle. Again, this is the town center here. Okay, so we're starting to see some of the defenders. We have a unit of sword followers there. This measly unit of veteran shield warriors decided to just charge into a full unit of thorax swordsmen. Maybe just try and get some kills before they were able to get around, which they've gotten 3 kills so far. But this unit of veteran shield warriors, yeah, not going to hold very much longer. 20 men left in that unit. Ulfer starting to use some of his guerrilla warriors that were still left in the battle. He's going to start making his way around onto this side, start capturing towers, and capturing gates, and you know, just neutralizing gates and everything, so their units won't be taking any damage. Now here we have the Bowie artillery firing. Let's see, I did see a shot come across. I think he's the only one that still has ammunition. I don't think that he can fire from all the way over here. At least not yet. Yes, we do have Bowie is firing down here into some more hillmen. So kind of another bit of waste of ammunition. But it is men to kill, so it's not a complete loss. Looks like actually he's trying to get some shots onto the noble fighter general there for Arversi. Let's see where this next shot lands. Yeah, he is looking like he's trying to get some shots onto the noble fighter general. So actually a very good unit to try and shoot.
Warriors, move out!
Yeah, General realizes that he's going to pull back. The other 2 units of the noble fighters are making their way around behind the Arversi positions here. Yeah, he's over here capturing these towers, neutralizing gates. Does have another tower here and another tower here on this side of the settlement. 34 minutes left in this battle replay, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Actually, here comes another good move here by Dan. Getting 2 units of Assyrian archers up here. It's going to start volleying up over the wall. So very well done. I didn't actually see this as he was doing it. I didn't see it last night in the replay, if I remember correctly. So he should start firing right about now. There goes a volley. He's going to get some good shots over, flanking shots into this unit of sword followers, taking some damage, down to 113 men already. Artillery here for Bowie. Still getting shots off. I don't know exactly what he's shooting at. Let's see if we can see anything that's being shot at currently. No, still not yet. Cavalry here for Scutari cavalry making their way over here again towards this gate. But then seeing the cavalry making their way over, he has now blocked off this path completely. So these 2 units of archers are completely defended. And there are no archers or slingers or anything. So unfortunately for the defenders, these sword followers are going to have to pull back, which is going to open up this street a little bit more. But the defenders do have a ton of slingers up on the wall here. Three units? I thought they had 3 units up on the wall here. 2 units of the Iberian slingers here, though. So they will have a clear shot. Let's just scroll in a little bit there. Clear shot of that street. So this is going to be a bit of a hard attack coming up this road here. Armored does have 3 units of his really depleted units of infantry here. 2 units. Unit of cohort, unit of legionnaires, and a unit of his light infantry on towers. They're starting to make their way over here. Not sure exactly what he was planning on doing just yet at that moment. But yeah, Arversi still making their way around, capturing some of the morale points, or at least neutralizing the morale points. Neutralizing this gate here. It looked like he was starting to capture it, but he has pulled this unit off. I think this unit's going to make their way over here. And he's going to have this unit come on over here to neutralize this tower. If not, maybe capture that tower. Probably be a good idea to capture that tower. So far, yeah, attackers still kind of just shuttling troops around. Do have a unit of tribal slingers here, making their way up onto the wall. Should be getting some shots, maybe. Oh, wait, actually. So Ulfer had brought a unit of Scutari around on the wall over here to neutralize this gate to try and see if the cavalry would not charge out. Unfortunately, with neutralizing that gate, which is good, at the same time he's losing this unit of Scutari because of the slingers here on the wall. Going to get some fantastic kills onto this unit of Scutari, just watching them drop. I mean, they're blocking some of the rocks with their shields, but men are dying here. So it was a good idea, but at the end, this unit ended up being lost. I don't remember exactly how full of a unit it was when it made its way over there. But good point on either side, basically. Actually, I guess another good point for the attackers is that there's slingers here wasting ammo or using ammo on a depleted unit that's routing. I think this unit's still being shot at. No, he has stopped them. Has he stopped them? Yeah, he did. Okay, so he was able to pick up on that. That unit had routed. Armored bringing up a unit of his tribal slingers over here. Probably going to try and get some shots down onto the veteran shield warriors here who say they're already taking damage. They're already taking fire. I'm not sure what's firing at them. Okay, well, let's stop there. So slow approach up towards the town center. You can see that the Arversii definitely have... They have some units on this side just to see if they're going to be able to do any sort of an attack coming across this bridge. Those 3 units there, 4 armored still moving up. The 3 units of Masacily infantry units. This unit of Scutari did come back, so I think they're going to try and push back in onto the gate. Cavalry is pulling back away, so Seleucid is actually going to use... Still has Hillman. 4 units of Hillman still here. One of them looks like they're going to make their way over and try and capture this gate, which will actually be very beneficial, because if this artillery still has any ammunition left, this arrow tower is going to start firing at those units. So definitely worth taking this gate for the attackers. Tower's still making their way up over there. We have some combat going on. Actually, the Scutari cavalry came across and charged into a unit of the infantry Scutari, but unfortunately they're going to get chased down. Another unit of Scutari trying to make their way over. They're getting their javelin fires off. Scutari cavalry unit taking some losses now, down 10 men. Unit of noble fighters were making their way up towards that bridge. I think they have called off that bridge attempt. Slingers here getting some good shots. The Scutari cavalry starting to lose men, now down to 66 men left. Let's see how many kills they have. 17 kills so far, and they have lost, now that they are out of range, they have lost 16 men so far. Scutari Cav going to start making their way around. Yeah, they can't see these units, as you can see the eyeball over there, so these units are hidden. So Scutari Cavalry cannot currently see these. This unit at least. Can't see this unit. Yeah, that unit's hidden as well. Don't know where that unit went. Maybe he pulled that unit back around over here. Scutari now making their way back. Looks like they're going to try and trap this cavalry unit in, or at least hold it at bay. Let's see if we have any combat going on just yet. Hillman starting to make their way up. No, they have stopped. They're getting shot at. They are taking fire probably from this arrow tower there. More artillery fire now coming from the ballista there for Bowie, which I think at this moment he said that he had to start firing because this arrow tower was starting to shoot at his men. So he just wanted to use the ammunition while he still had it. Good volley there. Getting some good shots in onto Dan's Syrian archers here who still have ammunition. So 2 units of Syrian archers here getting some good volleys in on them. Good shots now coming down from the wall from the Balearic slingers. Unit of Thorax swordsmen trying to make their way through this bombardment here. Syrian archers still do have ammunition. Let's see if they're going to continue volley. Oh god, still just taking some good losses. Good volleys coming down from the Bowie artillery there. Looks like they're trying to shoot up onto the wall, getting some good side shots in onto this unit of Iberian slingers. This unit down to 89 men already. Do they have any kills? Nope, no kills. So a second unit of the Lusitani slingers. No kills, looking like they're going to get killed. We do see the cavalry way back over here, charged by a unit of the guerrilla warriors, taking that unit out. So cavalry has now been removed from the battlefield.
Let's go. Move it.
That was the I think that was the only unit of cavalry the defenders had. This unit of Syrian archers breaking. They still do have ammo. 36 men left in that unit. Maybe they'll come back. The other unit break as well. No, he did pull the second unit back. So this unit still has ammunition. 91 men left remaining. Dan's other 2 units of archers still way back over here. So he's being very protective of his archers. Armored towers on this side starting to get closer to the wall, but spoiler alert, these units never actually come off of the wall, so the whole point of them coming over here was to see if the defenders were going to move units back to try and hold back this inner keep. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have. I don't know. But I figured it was a good little spoiler alert. So far, nothing really pressing towards the center here. Let's see what we have here in first line defense. We have a couple of units of Veteran Shield Warriors. Another unit of Veteran Shield Warriors. We do have the Bowie General standing firm in the center here of the capture point, victory point. Unit of Iberian Slingers. Some Veteran Shield Warriors there. Another unit of Veteran Shield Warriors making their way back. Sword Followers there. Unit of Tribal Warriors making their way up onto the wall now. Still just holding here in the center. There was a lot of communication going on here at the moment. Tribal Slingers now down off of the wall again. They still do have their ammo. As you can see, their daggers are still on their hips. So let's see what they're going to try and what Armored's going to try and do here with these slingers. Looks like maybe he's going to start trying to line up a volley.
May your next life be even more painful, you pig.
But no. Like I said, I covered this battle live last night during my stream, but I was kind of moving around a lot. So let's see what the defenders have brought back. Unit of Sword Followers, unit of Veteran Shield Warriors, and a unit of Tribal Warriors. So each one of the armies have sent a unit back to hold this inner keep. A little bit of a slow point here. We do have a unit of Balearic Slingers here for our Versi, trying to get some shots in. I believe they're shooting at this Veteran Shield Warrior unit here. Yeah, they're getting some good shots in onto that Veteran Shield Warrior unit. And the Sicily Slingers over here, under fire, they are still shooting at the units of Veteran Shield Warriors there, trying to soften up the first line of defense. Let's get a look down here at these guys. Yeah, these slingers getting some good volleys down onto that unit of Tribal Slingers. Wish my mouse would stop doing that. There we go. So a nice little shot there. It's a nice little picture. Do have Thoreo Spears making their way up here now, which they have the precursor attack where they can throw their javelins wherever you want them to throw. I think Peltasts have the same ability. The Royal Peltasts have the same ability. Do have a really beaten up unit of Scutari making their way up. I think they stop at the base of this staircase, yes. They stop here just to try and weather any sort of javelins that would come from this unit of Shield Warriors. But Shield Warriors now going to start taking some serious damage here from these Thoreo Spear units. Look at those volleys just coming in, knocking down some of these guys. Actually, I think the general unit for Bowie is taking some shots as well. Hasn't lost anybody yet, but they're definitely taking some shots, pulling them back behind the tower there. Scutari going to charge straight up here now. I believe the Thoreo Spears have exhausted all of their ammo. No, he's turned. Actually, ooh, I didn't see this. Push out here some Veteran Shield Warriors from the defenders. They're going to run right into some more. Oh, God. Almost losing 30 men so far, not even involved in combat yet. Here they come. They're going to return some of their javelins fire into the back of that unit of Thoreo Spears. Another unit of Thoreo Spears lining up here. I think they might still have... No? Yes? No. They do not, but down the stairs, here comes a unit of Tribal Warriors, and they're going to get a great side charge in onto this unit of Thoreo Spears. They're going to start getting into the back, but again, the Tribal Warriors getting hit by some more slinger fire here from Balearic Slingers. Do we have any push coming up on this side? No. Our Versi, Ulfer, actually has a unit of 25 Guerrilla Warriors here, and they're hidden. I guess they're matching, their uniforms are matching the brick layout on this bit of the bridge. Because somehow the defenders didn't know they were there. I don't know how they didn't see them, but they did not see them. Veteran Shield Warriors here surrounded. Thorax Swordsman and a unit of Thoreo Spears finishing that unit off. This unit of Thoreo Spears, though, yeah, with the weird positioning of them, all but maybe 15 men in that unit were fighting at the same time. So the unit of, you can see that they're routing with 105 men. But they come, as soon as they get out of combat, they come right back. They are ready to get back in the fight again. Some Desert Legionnaires chasing up this unit of Tribal Warriors. Unit of Thorax Swordsmen making their way up as well. Thoreo Spears again getting some good volleys off onto the Tribal Warriors there. just as the infantry was getting to the staircase. Attackers pulling back, probably just waiting for the Thoreo spears to exhaust all of their ammunition. Not sure exactly where they're firing. I can't tell if they're firing over here or firing at the tribal warriors still. Holding fire currently. Yeah, they're holding fire currently. Let's see, we have the tribal slingers actually moved up. I'm sorry, these are the medium skirmishers that I don't think they've... No, there it goes. I was questionable last night when I was covering this on whether or not this unit still had ammunition, but once they got to that spot and they stopped, they immediately started throwing their javelins. Again, getting some really good kills in on this unit of the shield warriors. Now we have some of the Desert Legionnaires charging up onto a pretty much broken unit of veterans, the shield warriors there. Defenders starting to move some units over. We have another unit here, veteran shield warriors right behind them. Depleted though. Let's see what we have shuffling around. We do have the Oathsworn General, Fort Tyler starting to make their way up. Boeion's General still over here, waiting to hold. Tribal warriors here still taking some volleys from the slingers there, or the skirmishers there. Boeion's General, yeah, trying to get out of there now. Good idea. Trying to at least pull back behind.
As you say.
See what's going on over here. Still this unit just hidden in plain sight. I don't get it sometimes. Let's see, we have the Shield Bearer General Dan still holding back 2 units of his archers. Let's see real quick how many kills they have. 219, 208. Are these guys out of ammo? Oh, they are out of ammo. I thought these were the units he held back. So I guess this is the one lone unit of archers that he still has. Let's take a look. 91 kills, so they should still have a little bit over half ammunition left. Tribal slingers here. Numidian skirmishers, let's see what they're at. 173 for those slingers. And the unit of the skirmishers here with 57, so I believe all of their ranged have been exhausted. Numidian Noble General here taking some volleys, not losing any men yet though. They have pretty good armor, very heavy spear infantry. Let's take a look. Yeah, armor 75, so those rocks are going to take a little bit of time to get through. Still, yeah, holding these units on this side. Actually, towers are starting to smoke a little bit. I was saying to myself and to the viewers, you know, Armored might want, if he's actually going to do something with these towers, he might actually want to start getting ready to do it, because those towers are getting ready to start bursting into flames. So we have here Desert Legionnaires pulling back down. Unit of Thoreo Spears taking on a depleted unit of veteran shield warriors. Bottom of the staircase here, we have 2 units of Thorax swordsmen getting some good volleys up the steps there into that unit of tribal warriors. Let's just zoom in there real quick so we can see them get cut down.
Get running!
Of course, the volley stops as soon as I zoom in. Let's see if we can get it again. There we go. Good shots going up. That guy, wow, did you see that guy over here? That guy got one right through the head. That probably hurt a lot for about a half a second before he died. This unit of Thoreo Spears is actually they're routing because they're getting shot at by the tower. I think maybe some of the slingers here. Oh no, you can see actually the range. Slingers are firing. They're firing out onto Dan's lone unit of archers there. 2 units of ranged moving on over there from Sicily. Another unit of Scutari coming on over, going to try and crash into this unit of veteran shield warriors who somehow were still there. I don't know how this unit didn't waver. 21 men left in the unit. Not sure how they still were there. I mean, their morale, well, base morale is 66, so maybe that's why they stayed. Very high morale there. Unit of tribal warriors now coming in, getting a bit of a side charge into this unit of Scutari. But now we have some more, 4 units of Hillmen. These Hillmen are still here. I could not believe that these Hillmen made it all the way to this part of the video, or this part of the battle, I should say. But now they're going to get mixed in with some sword followers. So, not going to go very well there for the Hillmen. I mean, they get into combat, they start doing some damage, but look at that, immediately. But the reason why Dan pushed them up was he was trying to get these other 2 units of Hillmen in to start trying to cut into these tribal warriors there. So I think they did a little bit of damage, but nothing really crazy yet. 4 men have died so far. These units are pretty much toast. So let's see what's going on over here. Armored is moving a decent amount. Actually, I think that's the rest of his force. Yes, Armored is moving aside of the one unit of the slingers he has over there. The rest of Armored's army, the Sicily here, moving around onto the right flank for this bridge here. Let's see, we have some sword followers, Bowie-Eye General Osworn, and a unit of Celtic bowmen there. The unit of, what is this? Celtic slingers up on the wall, only down to 50 men. Let's see how many kills they have. 59. They have a ton of ammunition left. Let's see what we have here in the center. We have a unit of the Balearic slingers over here, getting some volleys down onto this unit of Scutari there. But then over here with Seleucid getting some good volleys up over into the rear. Some of these units here shooting into the Veteran Shield Warriors there. Not firing at the Celtic slingers, so really just trying to break this back unit of Veteran Shield Warriors. Thorax Swordsman now charging up the staircase into this unit of Tribal Warriors. More rocks being slung here. Where are the slingers? There they are. Balearic slingers moving up to get a little bit more of an advantageous spot to fire from. Thorax Swordsman over here losing to this unit of the Tribal Warriors. Scutari not faring very well as also... Oh, actually, no, sorry, another unit of Sword Followers, and we did have a unit of Iberian Slingers charge out. So the defenders, though they did pull back, they're still being very aggressive. They're throwing units out, trying to defend every single avenue, every single option that the attackers would have. Even bringing, like I said, the 3 units back over here. Actually, did we have a unit? Oh, I guess Armored did bring a unit up onto the wall there that just got completely destroyed. I think that was the skirmisher, or the light infantry unit, yeah. Cohort there, Legionnaires there, and these towers are getting ready to burn. Very close to catching on fire. These guys trying to get down. There they go, catching on fire, but the damage still needs to get to 100%. This tower here, close to getting to 100% fire damage. Nope, they're still up there. They are still up there. Maybe they're going to try and get back down off of the tower as well. Which they have. They have this gate captured, so they could bring those 2 units back in here. Big push coming up. We have some more Thorax Swordsmen. Another unit of Noble Fighters have now made their way up here. Taking some fire from the arrow tower, but very heavy melee infantry. Armor is pretty high on these guys, 75 armor. So I don't think those arrow towers are really going to do a whole lot. Tylus has some Tribal Warriors here. 14 minutes, 19 seconds left in this battle replay. As I started to try and say before, if you guys did like this video, please feel free to give it a like. It will definitely help it get out onto YouTube better. It will help, get it out there. Basically, I just said that twice. I'm a little tired. Apologies. And also, if you guys feel free to check out the stream from last night, you'll be able to watch this battle live. And yeah, I can't say it enough. This battle was really, really good. Really good. Watch all the way to the end. I know we're very close to the end here on this replay, but I can't say it enough. Let's see what we have here. Some Thorax Swordsmen and the Royal Peltasts here. I don't think the Royal Peltasts have thrown anything yet. Looks like they still have their javelins in their hands. Yeah, 0 kills. Slingers still firing here, breaking the unit of the Tribal Warriors there. Routing the unit. Tribal Warriors there. Noble Fighters here getting into some of the combat with Tribal Warriors there. Slingers up on the wall for Lusitani getting some. Just look at the vantage point that they have, firing straight into the back of that unit of the Noble Fighters there. Only killed 4 men so far though. So like I said, very heavy unit. Now 2 more, 3 more. They're going to start breaking through the armor a little bit, but we couldn't only tell how many volleys they've thrown so far to kill 7 men. So let's see, we have here in the center actually all 3 of the generals are here. Balearic slingers here look like they're out of ammo. Nope, they still have their daggers on their hips, so they still have ammunition. Another broken, completely shattered unit of Tribal Warriors there. Attackers really starting to push now. They got another unit of Noble Fighters going to come up on here, get into these Veteran Shield Warriors. Full unit of Tribal Warriors there as well. Look at just all of these rocks being thrown. Balearic Slingers again firing up into this unit of Balearic Slingers here for Lusitani, and these slingers are not returning. Oh no, they're out of ammo. Now they're out of ammunition, so good move there by Battle Anthem with this unit of Balearic Slingers. Just leave them there. Just leave them there. Let the attackers waste some ammunition themselves, as we did see the defenders using a lot of ammunition on this side, hitting some of the hillmen that were over here, and there was a broken unit. See these 2 units? Yeah, these 2 units are cohort. They're just going to stand there. No reason for them to move. I mean, the defenders are using you see the volleys coming down onto them. They're just using ammunition on 2 units that aren't really needed to be used. Yeah, they're just going to sit here and soak up ammunition there. Do have the Seleucid Shield Bearers General up here close to the front lines. Armored is making his push on this side. He's got 1 unit of Desert Legionnaires taking on some Sword Followers. Heavy Numidian Skirmishers here. I think they're volleying. They're volleying into the 2nd unit of Sword Followers there. Celtic Bowmen up on the ridge here, getting some great shots down. I think they're hitting some of the Legionnaires and some of the Skirmishers as well. Unit of Scutari here. I'm sorry, this is a unit of Guerrilla Warriors. The flags are the same. They're the triangle flags at the bottom, so sometimes I say the wrong unit, so I do apologize for that. Guerrilla Warriors going to come on in here, probably just trying to hold back whatever force is there for the defenders. Do have the Noble Infantry unit there for Sicily coming in. 2 Oathsworn Generals coming down the hill here. This is just a bad sight to see for pretty much anybody. I would be scared. I would be scared to see that. Royal Peltas here, though, getting some good volleys into the Tylus General. Now, Numidian Noble Infantry General charging in. So we have some General v General combat going on. We do also have the Noble Fighter General making his way up over here. So a lot of expensive, strong, badass units over here. Good volleys coming from the Noble Fighters, but look at this, up on the hill. Celtic Bowmen again. Very well placed, getting some good volley. Oh, they stopped firing. No, they're still firing. Okay. Getting some good shots down here onto the Noble Fighter General. Going to start knocking down his armor before he even gets involved in the combat. They have Noble Infantry General getting cut down. This Oathsworn General doing some serious damage. Now forming into their shield screen, though, bracing melee defense and shield strength, so they will start taking less losses, at least, but they are taking on a unit of Oathsworn, which, in my opinion, one of the most solid units in the game, general or not. Just a very, very heavy infantry unit that can just do a lot of damage. Starting to see from the fog of war there some more tribal warriors coming down. I believe that's the unit that was up over here. Yes. So no more defenders that we can see up in here. Just a big brawl going on over here. I'm sorry I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm trying to make sure that I see everything that I did not see last night. The Sicily Desert Legionnaires on this side starting to waver down to 21 men left in that unit. Thorax Swordsmen trying to press. Defenders are throwing up a bunch of their range, which tells obviously they're out of ammunition. Let's see what we still have up on the wall here. We do have a unit of Celtic Slingers there, 37 men left in the unit. Does look like they are out of ammunition as well, though. The victory point has now been neutralized with the Noble Fighters getting up onto the staircase. As you can see, how far out the circle goes. It actually goes out on top of the staircase here. So the town center has been neutralized. Shield Bearer General there just giving the second wind, I believe, to the Noble Fighters, which will bring them right back up to fresh. So this is a brand new, outside of being down to 126 men, this is a brand new unit. Thorax Swordsmen here using their javelins, breaking a unit of Balearic Slingers. Charge in again, 2 units of Thorax Swordsmen here, charging in, breaking, immediately shattering that unit of the Slingers that was there. Veteran Shield Warrior unit here, still trying to hold over on this side. Let's see how the fighting is going on this side. We have the Noble Fighter General taking on the Lusitania. Now 2 generals taking on 1. Do have a unit of Royal Peltas here for Seleucid, though, trying to help the Noble Fighter General out. Sicily is pretty much out at this point. He's using this unit of the skirmishers to try and hold back this sword followers, because his general, if he didn't do that, his general would have been rear charged. I think his general's dead anyway now. Oh, that unit just broke. And there goes his general. So his general is going to break there as well. So Masacely will be gone from this battle. Royal Peltaz coming on over here, holding up 2 units of sword followers and a unit of Celtic slingers that are out of ammunition. Is there anything else left on this side? No. Starting to have a little bit of a break here in the center. Unit of tribal warriors starting to waver. Noble fighters now breaking on through. Going to get into a unit of Oathsworn here. This is a good fight. Noble fighters against a unit of Oathsworn. I think I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. Oh, that guy just got thrown on his head. Alright, so let's bring out the HUD again. Yeah, we had a unit of tribal warriors pull back from over here. Made their way back to back up this unit of Oathsworn. I think I see the shield bearer general starting to make his way around to the top of to the base of the staircase, I should say. Slingers making their way back around over here. We do have the Lusitani noble general who broke through, and he's making his way around. Going to try and make his way over here to Dan's archers. But Dan's archers are out of ammunition, so it's really no loss. We do have the pikes making their way up over here, getting into the Oathsworn general, and also fending off some of these Celtic bowmen. The noble fighter general here still trying to fight off the Oathsworn general there for Boii, so still more good fighting. Really good fighting, but the Lusitani noble general, good move there. He didn't even care about those archers at all, getting right into the back of this unit of the Seleucid pikemen, and look at that. Just dropping so quickly. There they go, starting to waver. Celtic bowmen up there getting some good shots down as well. Unit of the Celtic slingers there for Tylus as well. So there goes the pikes. Let's take a look and see what he did. 37 kills. 37 kills with a unit of pikes. They are gone. This unit here of the Syrian archers are gone. This unit of Balearic slingers are going to get routed as well, as they're taking on 2 units of generals. So not looking too good on this side for the attackers. Pretty much the meat of the fight going on here now. Do have the Seleucid general who has pushed up, taking on a unit of Oathsworn and a unit of tribal warriors. 1 lone unit of noble fighters on this side trying to break through the veteran shield warriors. Celtic slingers pulling back. Iberian slingers have broken. Slingers here for Boii, still getting some good shots down onto the back of that unit of Royal Peltas. We do see the Tylus general making his way around. Looks like he's going to try and make his way around, getting into some of these archers who, again, we already know are out of ammunition. But it looks like his intent is to try and come around and get into the back of the attackers' forces here. Thorax swordsmen here still fighting their faces off against some Celtic slingers here. Still the veteran shield warrior unit here. Veteran shield warrior starting to waver. Shield warrior and the unit of noble swords, or noble fighters I should say, still fighting this unit of Oathsworn. Look at the shield bearer general. Not looking too good, down to 120 men. Do have a unit of the Syrian archers, full unit pretty much of Syrian archers that have come over here, start breaking these Celtic slingers. Getting down really close here to the end, down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. The defenders still have all 3 of their general units. Not looking good here for the attackers. We do have a bunch of slingers that are out of ammunition making their way over. We do have 1 lone unit of Syrian archers who have made their way back over here. I think they were trying to trail the Tylus general away, but there we go. See, good teamwork there. The noble fighters that were up here were able to pull back down the staircase and halt up the Oathsworn general. So very good teamwork there. Noble fighters should be able to kill this general. I don't know if Tylus's general is dead. Let's see. Yes. So Tylus's general is already dead. Lusitani noble general now charging his way in onto some of the Thorax swordsmen there. Tribal warriors still fighting some more Thorax swordsmen. Break here in the center. Oathsworn starting to shatter. Iberian slingers starting to shatter, but we do have another Oathsworn general. Only 17 men left in that unit. Some Celtic slingers, so this is it. We are down to the nitty-gritty here, ladies and gentlemen, for this battle. Oathsworn general there for Tylus have now shattered, so noble fighters are going to be able to make their way back up again. Reinforce the shield bearer general. And This, I think, aside of the unit of the Syrian archers that were over here, this is everything that's left for the attackers of the defenders. So they used pretty much every bit of their armies in this battle. Minute 52 left. Still have some Oathsworn here. Unit of Tribal Warriors, pretty solid unit still. 101 there. And the Noble Fighters, I mean, it's Lusitani Noble General, 105. Oh, God. Thorax Swordsman starting to break. So now we just have the Shield Bearer General here, but a unit of the Noble Fighters starting to get a charge in onto the back of the sword. Oathsworn there. Broke that unit of Oathsworn. Now these Tribal Warriors starting to get charged in from behind as well. Trying their best to shatter. I mean, this Lusitani Noble General is still full. Essentially, Tribal Warriors now really starting to lose, though. That Noble Fighter unit getting in onto the back of them was good. Do have the Thorax Swordsmen that were starting to waver, have pulled back around, now attacking the Lusitani Noble General in the back. A lot of really good moves here by these teams. Both sides having some really good moves. Tribal Warriors here, unfortunately, starting to waver, which I think maybe these slingers here probably getting some friendly fire. Wouldn't be surprised if they were getting some friendly fire, breaking that unit of Tribal Warriors. Now we have the Lusitani Noble General surrounded. He's starting to waver. 34 seconds left in this battle. There he goes. So the attackers now starting to capture the town center here. Do have a unit of Syrian archers, I believe. They started getting sent up the road, up the staircase there. But look at the attack. Look at Arversi and Seleucid trying to hide behind the buildings. 12 seconds left in the replay. Just don't want their units to break. But yeah, the unit of the slingers that were up there broke, and that's going to be the end. Good, solid battle. I would say that's probably one of the best siege battles I've seen, coming down to the end there. This big old brawl. So let's take a look at some of the army comps here. We'll start off with Ulfr and the Arversiae, or Arvasi. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Arvasi. Okay, so his Noble Fighter General, 134. This unit, 301 kills. Another unit of Noble Fighters here, 100 kills. Scutari, 75, 75, 174, 99, 219, 129, 104. His Guerrilla Warriors, 166, 130, 49, 136. His Balearic Slingers, 253 kills. Getting into Dan here now. Shield Bearer General, 169. His Syrian Archers, fantastic. 125, 238, 233, 114. Hillman, I mean, I'm surprised one of them got 114 kills. Other ones here, 87, 22, 35, 58. His pikes just got absolutely crushed. Very, very well done there by the Lusitani General. Crushing that unit of pikes, only 37 kills. Royal Peltas here, 317. Thorax Swordsman, 214, 190, 139, 117, 179, 213. Two units of Thoreau Spears here, 71 and 40. Armored Scarab here with Masacely, his General, 72 kills. His Skirmishers, 104, 112. His Tribal Slingers, 180 and 177. Very good kills there. Desert Cohort, 157, 144, 251. Getting into his Legionnaires, 70, 121, 123, 147, 25, and 77. His Light Infantry, 44, 16, 63, 149. His two units of Slave Infantry, 11 and 1. So very solid kills. 21, 44 for Ulfr, 27, 12 for Dan, and 20, 44 for Armored. Getting into the defenders here, we have Dead Ronin with Bowie. His General, 283 kills. His Bow's doing very well. His Slinger's doing pretty good too. 103, 116 for the Celtic Bowmen. Celtic Slingers, 86, 113. Celtic Warriors here, 106, 79, 44, 60 for his Levy Freeman. His other unit of Oathsworn, 261 kills. Look at these swordsmen, sword followers kills. 205, 225, 201, 161, 110, 163, 130. Really good kills. 24, 46 kills for him in total. Inarez here with Tylus, his General, 241. His Slinger's okay. One unit, 46. One here with 181 kills. These other two, 53 and 43. His Celtic Warriors, 148, 244 with a Celtic Warrior unit. Jesus. 77, 47, 78, 71, and 61. His Tribal Warriors, 58, 112, 121, 229, 124, 165, 57, and his unit of Thracian Warriors here with 43. He ended with just one shy of 2,200 kills. And finally, Battle Anthem here with Lusitani, his general, 270 kills. Again, fantastic move on the pikeman there for Seleucid. Really well done. Looked like he was going to go after those 2 units of archers, but he came around that rock, gave a big charge into the back of those pikes. So again, applause there to Lusitani nobles there for Battle Anthem. His Scutari cavalry, yeah, I think maybe he lost track of where they were. He stopped paying attention because Ulfar was able to get a unit of his Scutari in there and just killed them. Balearic Slingers here, 232, 128, 79, and this unit here was 0. That was the unit that was up on that front wall that Dan killed with his Syrian archers. Lusitani's Swords Women here, 123, 33, 56, 98, 32, 56. Veteran Shield Warriors, 3, 54, 58, 21, 141, 61, and 235 with this unit of Veteran Shield Warriors. Wow. Okay, I did not see that happening. That was a long battle, 59 minutes, 27 seconds. We do have the Pyrrhic victory here for the attackers, but I mean, that came down to the end. That was really close. I mean, the defenders had pretty much nothing but generals and slingers left. The attackers had 1 general, a couple units of the noble fighters left. So, yeah, it pretty much came down to the end. Again, like I said, halfway through there, if you guys enjoyed this battle, which I'm sure a lot of you are really going to enjoy this fight, make sure to smash that like button. Let this video get out there for more people to see. Feel free to comment on it. Continue subscribing to the channel. Just broke 800 subscribers last night during my stream. So, guys, thank you very much for the continued support. I really, really hope you guys are all staying safe. Stay home, unless you're one of the people that has to go to work. But if you guys can stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, have a good rest of your day, have a good evening, and I will talk to you guys soon.